argue, and I want you guys to clip this. Tankies in the future are going to argue this. The annexation of both Crimea and the taking of however much land that Russia ends up conquering from Ukraine, whether it be the entire country or part of it, Tankies in the future will justify this by saying one of two things. And I want you to clip this because it will absolutely happen. This is me predicting the future. They will either say that Western support from NATO and the US and other Western powers, which were basically being sent to help prepare Ukraine for an invasion from Russia, they will use that as a poke hoc justification for the invasion, while also pointing to some like absurd, long since like not like recognized like treaties and land agreements that claim that Ukraine doesn't have right to the land that they currently have from like over 50 or more years ago. Agreements that I don't believe were even settled upon, right? Like the agreement that Russia is trying to claim they have right to the land they're attempting to take on. The Ukraine and Russia back in the day didn't even agree on that land claim agreement, right? Like they're not even acting on an agreement that was fully agreed to. Like there was no, yep, we're good. Anyway, really fucking weird shit. It's not justifiable. The Tankies just want to defend whatever regime claims to agree with the ideology they claim to agree with. By the way, I want to say, is it strange maybe that when you look at these like Tankie figures, they don't speak English, you know? And by that, I don't mean they're speaking another language. By that, I mean they don't say anything. Like, they just speak in buzzwords. They'll say, like, Hegelian analysis, and like, they'll use as many theory words as possible when talking about just a very straightforward foreign policy issue of one country invading another. And then you'll see someone like Haas, like, every one of his tweets about this has to like include 5 buzzwords that have nothing to do with what's going on. What does this have to do with leftist theory? I'm really curious because I'm seeing Tankies talking about leftist theory and bringing it up with this. What does this invasion have to do with leftist theory or Hegel or Marx or nothing? It has nothing to do with it. This is Putin, the imperialist leader of an imperialist nation, invading another nation because they want more power and land and influence. That is it. Funnily enough, Candace Owens already made that statement not too long ago. Hey, listen, if you guys want to see why I call Tankies red fash, look at what Tankies are saying and look at what all the conservatives are saying. The conservatives are just as pro-Russia and anti-Ukraine as the Tankies are. They're just red fash.